Alright, I would like to welcome everybody to a new video. In today's video, we are talking about my 2002 Dodge Ram 1500. For starters, this truck started its life in 2002 off of the assembly line with a 5.9 Magnum. I do not know what happened to the original 5.9 Magnum that was in this. I bought it with a 5.7 Hemi. I know it's been swapped. The last owner told me it was swapped. The miles don't match the VIN or anything, so I'm going to get that out of the way right now. And I'm pretty positive this truck was jumped through a ditch or something because the cab corners are bad and it's got bent up fenders, but that's not what today is about. Today we're going to give you a walkthrough of what is all done to my Ram. So, one of the first things I did for the truck is I swapped out the 33s it was on for a set of big old 35s. These are Firestone Destination 35 1250 20s. And my nice ugly wheels here that have the chrome peeling off of them are a set of gear wheels. I do not know the exact wheels. I could probably throw them up on the screen somewhere. But Firestone tires wrapped around gear wheels. They're 20 by 10s, and I do not know what the offset or anything like that is, but I do know that they are actually a pretty cheap set of wheels, and they're actually pretty lightweight for what they are. I somewhat like them, but I would like to clean them up and finish them. Now we can move on to our next thing here, which is the 5.7 Hemi. Now, as you can see, I have an aftermarket intake tube. I do not have the stupid corrugated pipe or anything anymore, and in one of the next upcoming videos you're going to see me change out this piece right here, which is the last corrugated piece of the intake. Excuse me. But one of the first things I also did to this as well is right here. As you can see, I did a K&N drop-in filter with the stock air box with the stock air breather tube, and I did an aftermarket intake tube and painted it bright red because I like the color red. Then of course I had to do a new battery, just maintenance stuff. And actually today, as you can tell, I'm all dirty. I had to put a brand new serpentine belt on this thing because it just shredded on the highway. And also, as you can tell by the color everywhere, the typical Ram thing, this thing pisses power steering fluid everywhere. It is disgusting. But that is pretty much it for what is done to the Hemi. Sticking with the theme of the front of the truck, I had really old, crappy headlights on the truck. So I switched them out for these Amazon specials, and I would love to show you one of my favorite things they do. Now, in my opinion, these lights are pretty badass, and I did put some super bright pure white LEDs in them as well. And to follow that, I did a grill. This was actually the first mod I did to the truck. The very first thing I ever did to the truck was buy a new grill. Yes, these are LED lights, and no, I do not have them hooked up. And to follow with the rest of the lighting in the front, I did some fog lights as well. These are little bat wings that light up, and they also have bright pure white lights in the front. Just because I wanted everything to stay white, and I do think the truck looks great this way. Now, as you can see, my rear taillights also do a little dance, and they are also Amazon specials. I bought these at separate times. They were not a kit together. So I didn't even know these ones did their little dance. I think it's pretty cool. And then to follow that up, which I actually have one out, didn't even realize, I put in these bright, once again, pure white license plate lights because I thought they were pretty cool. They're black when they're off, they're bright white when they're on. And then to follow with the black theme, I put on a cover for my license plate to make everything just look nice and sleek black. Now, I did paint the front and rear bumpers black as well. For anyone that followed the channel a little bit before, they were chrome, front and rear, and I hated it, so I painted them. And since we're on the topic of the rear of the vehicle, as you guys saw in my last video, I did the exhaust. Now, I got a few questions asking what all was 100% done to the exhaust. So, the truck is a full 3-inch exhaust. It's got stock manifolds. It is catless. And then I did a resonator delete and put a Borla muffler in the resonator's place. I did a muffler delete to the massive suitcase muffler, and I put a straight pipe there. And then I now have just a little dump on the bottom here. The tailpipe will be getting finished on it, but as for right now, it's kind of just a little turned down dump. And the truck is pretty loud. I'm going to give you a few rev clips here too, just to follow in the theme of things. Now, I don't want to go pissing off the neighbors too much, but that is what the truck sounds like. And as you can hear, the power steering pump is whining as well. Once again, typical Dodge issue. I got to put a new power steering pump and a high pressure and low pressure line on it and check the rack and pinion. It's a typical thing for these. It happens all the time. As you hear about ball joints and tie rods as well, those are also out. Once again, old ass Dodge, thing's over 20 years old. So I will be replacing all of that very shortly. Now, I did forget to mention that this truck is an SLT. It is not a Laramie or an LT. So it does have the nicer things like heated mirrors, which I'll show you here. You can't really see it. See, we got a little heated mirror emblem there. And another thing that I forgot to show you that I did to the truck is my little bullet antenna. But that is my 2002 Dodge Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not a crazy long one, but it's kind of a little walkover as to everything I've done to the truck. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.